Hi, my name is Michaela Flick, and I'm doing my skull video for Bible 168. I just want to show you a few things, just simply to show you that I'm cheating, simple little things. The skull video, there's no numbers, letters, markings. This is my paper that I'm using just to have my reference of words. Now there's numbers on there, but it's just to tell me what numbers I was at when I was writing my words down. This is my room, my table, nothing's on it. The walls that I can see do not have anything on it. There are no people in my room also. So let's get started. Start off with, I'm going to look at the front of the skull, doing the frontal bone right here. And then the suture behind it is the coronal suture. And then if you look at the top, so here's the coronal, and then it has two parietal, it has two bones, parietal and parietal, and then the sagittal separates the two bones. And we're going to go behind. We're going to go behind, and here's the occipital bone, and it has a suture separating both of those, and that is called the lambdoidal suture. We're going to go to the side, and you can see right here a little edge. This is a temporal bone, and the suture separating the temporal and the parietal is a squamous suture. So now we're going to move on to the front of the face. Right down here is the nasal. Then we're going to move down to here, which is the maxillary bone, and then mandible bone. To the side, we're doing the zygomatic bone, moving to the ethmoid, which is inside the eye. Zooming in for a second. It is not this gap right here, but it's right beside. This is the lacrimal bone right here. And then the perpendicular ethmoid, the perpendicular plate of the ethmoid bone is inside. So it's not this notch here, but it's like inside right there, inside of that canal. So now we're going to do the sphenoid bone. You have the temporal bone right here. You have your zygomatic. Your sphenoid is right there. I'll zoom in for a second. It is right there. That is your lateral view of a sphenoid bone. Now we're going to look at some foramens, and we're going to do the supraorbital foramen. It's right in like the eyebrow area. If you were to have skin on the skull, you see it's right there where my probe is. Remove it. You can see the hole better, but I put my hole in there. Then we're going to go to the mental foramen, and it's on either side of yours. It's right there. And there's one there. Next, I'm going to take the mandible off because I did accidentally remove it, and it's coming in handy. So I'm going to do the coronadal dod process of the mandible, and that is right here. So this part right here. And then this is the mandible notch. And this is the mandibular condyle, which is right here. Then you have the mandibular ramus, which is here. Well, since my mandible is off, I'm going to show you where the incisive fossa is. And I have my probe right on that area. So it is right here. So I'm going to put this back on, and then we will look at the skull as of this view. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. So now we're going to look at the struggling a little. Palatine bone. If you look in here, palatine bone is right over here. The vomer bone is right here in this area. So if I flip it up a little bit, let me see. It's right here. This is the vomer bone. Next we're doing the styoid process, and I'm actually gonna take the mandible off for this so you can see it a little more. It is right here. The styoid process is here. And then the styoid mastodon foramen is here. You can see where my probe is. That's where the styoid mastodon foramen is. Then we're going to move to the jugular foramen, and that is right. Alright, it's the jugular. It's right there. So that's where the jugular is. We're gonna do also the foramen lacrum, and those are the two big holes. If you look, I'll show. It's here is the lacrum, and then here is the lacrum. No, sorry. There, right there is the lacrum. So now I'm actually just gonna leave that off because all we need is inside. So we're gonna look at the glabella next, and that is that's this area right here. You can see it better. It's this area up here. Then the cribriform plate is it's right there. It's at the really tip. It's right up here. So next we're gonna do the optic canals, which are here and here. And then we are going to also look at the greater and lesser wing of the sphenoid bone, which is these two areas. I'm going to do a little closer. Sorry. These are the lesser, and greater, and greater. Like I said, this is the optic canals, lesser wings on top, greater wings on the bottom. Then we're going to look at the internal auditory meatus, and that is right there. So I'm going to take that out, put it back in. Internal auditory meatus, and that is all. Oh, carotid canal is my last one. Carotid canal I decided to do on this one on the top rather than at the bottom. Carotid canal is right in this area right here, this little canal right there, if you can see it. That is all of my words and information about the skull. Have a good day.